Friends, today I will take one of the very important topic as per your final exam is concerned, and it is equipotential surface and its properties. So first of all, what is an equipotential surface? The answer is a surface at every point of which potential is same. A surface at every point of which potential is same. But is potential amount of work done in bringing the charge from infinity to that surface. This means that you can bring any test charge from infinity to any point on that surface, work done remains same. So a surface at every point of which potential is same means work done is same, then that surface is called equipotential surface. So what are the properties? The first property that is important, that no work is done in moving a test charge on an equipotential surface. This is the first property, that if you move a unit positive test charge from one point to another on an equipotential surface, so work done is not there. So how will you prove this? In the examination you will not be asked for the property, but you have to prove that property. So to prove that no work is done in moving a test charge on an equipotential surface, we know that potential difference, the formula is work by charge. So this is the potential difference between 2 points A and B, which is given by work done from A to B in bringing test charge Q0. But as the surface is equipotential, so potential at A is equal to potential at B, and let that is V. So for VA is V, for VB is V, work by charge, and V minus V is 0. So you can directly say that work done is 0. In this way you can prove that no work is done in moving a test charge on an equipotential surface. The second property is that electric field is always perpendicular to equipotential surface. To prove this property, I will again start with the first property, that on an equipotential surface no work is done. So work done on equipotential surface is 0. For work done it is force into displacement. So force is Q naught E. So F dot dr is Q naught E dot dr, and this is 0. Q naught, it is point charge, or you can say it is test charge, but it is negligibly small but not equal to 0. So the dot product of E and dr is 0, and we know that the dot product of two vectors is 0, then vectors are perpendicular. This is the condition of perpendicularity from vector chapter. So E is perpendicular to dr. This is the second property, that electric field is perpendicular to your equipotential surface. Now let us move to the third property, that equipotential surface are close in the region of strong electric field, and they are further away from each other in the region of weak electric field. The region where electric field is strong, equipotential surface are closely placed, but the region where electric field is weak, they are separate. You can say they are quite away from one another. How? You can use this formula, that electric field is negative gradient of electric potential. On equipotential surface, this is potential, change in potential. So change in potential is not there, as equipotential surface is there. So this will become constant, and if it is constant, so equality is removed with the help of proportionality. So E is proportional to dr. This means if dr is more, that is the spacing between the equipotential surface is more, electric field will be weak, or if dr is larger, then electric field will be weak. And the last property is that equipotential surface never intersect each other, because if they intersect each other, then at the point of intersection there will be two values of potential, which is not possible, because it is equipotential surface. There must be only one value for potential or electric potential, but at the point of intersection there will become two values, which is not possible. So two equipotential surface never intersect each other. After that, you can see here, this is uniform electric field, which is represented with the help of parallel lines, and for uniform electric fields, equipotential surface can be drawn with the help of surfaces which are perpendicular to the electric field. You can be asked in the examination, for drawing the equipotential surface for uniform electric field, then this is the answer. If isolated charge is there, then you know that electric lines of force always originate from positive charge, so these are radially outward. You can draw concentric circles, so these concentric circles are equipotential surface for isolated charge. Instead of positive, if you will take negative charge, only the direction of electric lines of force is altered, that is, it will be inward, rest of the equipotential surface remains same. Now here you can say, just concentrate on this diagram. This is negative charge, this is positive charge. You can say it is an electric dipole. So for electric dipole, positive and negative charge is there, so there is always attraction between the charges, so electric field is strong between the two charges and it is less in the charge regions away from the in between the two charges. So see here, for equipotential surface between the two charges, that is closely spaced, but the region away from the charges, the distance between the equipotential surface that widens. So draw equipotential surface for dipole just like this, that these are the circles. You can draw these circles or spheres, but the spacing must be less in between the charges and it will be more outside the charges. But if you have taken two positive charges or two negative charges, lines of force are represented with the help of arrows. If positive are there, if instead of positive you will take negative charge, arrows will be inside. Now you can see positive repels positive, as positive repel positive or negative repel negative, so electric field will be weak between the charges. That is why here the spacing is more and in the outer region spacing is less. Spacing is less in outer region, but it is more between the two charges. So thank you very much for today.